Hey there, hello my friend, Amner Hunter here from amnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you in another video. This time around we're going to be checking out two great new freebies in VST plugins, and also we're going to be checking out a couple of great new deals, huge deals to be more precise. Alright, I will leave you all of the applicable links in the video description and first comment, and I will also leave you timestamps in case that you watch this video after the live stream ended. So before we move on, let me show you quickly the plugins we're gonna be covering up today. First, we're gonna be checking out this cool lo-fi retro virtual instrument by Audiolatry. It's called RetroGrit Lite. Also, we're gonna be checking out this cool new equalizer parametric EQ by Viator Dsp with analog features. It's available for free as well. We're going to be checking out also the brand new release by United Plugins. This is the Plamen. It's a multi-band saturator that currently has a huge discount introductory price, only 19 bucks here at ADSR. This can be like a cheaper alternative to FabFilter Saturn 2. And also we're gonna be checking out this incredible, the lowest price ever in the Universal Audio 1176 Classic Limiter Compressors collection, right? The 1176 is a legendary compressor limiter, and Universal Audio has I think the best software emulation and recreation, right? Currently has a I believe 76% off at the moment, only 39 bucks here at Plugin Boutique. Before we begin with the content, let me invite you quickly to my website, amnerhunter.com, where you can grab some additional freebies, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost every day with content like this. I see here some people in the chat already. Thanks a lot, you guys, for being here. Sound Healer and Acoustic, I appreciate your time here, my friends. And if you also want to leave a comment, you can leave it after the live stream ended. All right, so let's move on here to my session. Let's begin with this awesome retro lo-fi instrument by Audiolatry. Audiolatry creates amazing instruments, and this is no exception. I almost have every one of them in my collection of the virtual instruments. So this is the RetroGrit Lite to give you some retro sounds, some lo-fi sounds as well. So this is not an effect, right? It's a virtual instrument, so it will create sounds. All right, let's check out the features quickly here. The ADSR, attack, decay, sustain, and release. I like to mess around a lot with the attack to create like pad-like sounds out of percussive sounds if you increase the attack like that, right? Then you have the modulation, the speed of the modulation, a bit of like movement in this signal, right? It can be triangle, sine wave, saw, square, exponent, and also here's the pitch, expression, and pan. Source is mod wheel, aftertouch, or velocity, and the depth will increase the effect of this modulation in the signal, right? You have also 4 effects here: a chorus, frequency of the chorus, modulation and mix, like blend knob, distortion, you have the drive, the gain, and the mix, and you have also delay that can be synchronized in different time signatures like 1/4, 1/8, 1/16, feedback, mix, and also reverb, the size of the room, width, damping or mix. If you are familiar with Audiolatry's plugins, you're gonna find the user interface similar. Okay, then you have here the filter. If you wanted to choose it like low pass or high pass, and then you are gonna cut off the frequency with this knob. The glide and can be set to polyphonic, monophonic, or legato. Also, you have a speaker simulation here. This is the MIDI velocity or intensity, right? Normal, weak, or strong. I leave it to normal mostly, and universal controls such as the main output, this gain, and the panning, right? You have a virtual MIDI keyboard down here. Let's check out some sounds and also go through some of the presets included in the free version. Adds some grit, the speaker emulation as well. Some like fluctuations there. The chorus creates a very cool stereo widening effect. Cool. Pretty cool reverb and delay tails. You can create pad-like sounds, like I said, if you increase the ADS, the attack here in the ADSR, the envelope. The initial hit has more strength if you have it at 0. More accentuated, right? Old tape strings. Right, so most of the sounds available in this free virtual instrument. Let's move on with the other instrument in this list. I'm gonna test it in drums first. It's this cool 4-band parametric equalizer by Viator Dsp. I love Viator Dsp's plugins and land on Viator, and this is no exception. It has pretty like musical EQ curves based on analog counterparts, right? It's not specified as to which equalizers like it's inspired in, but these, let's check out. These are the 4 bands, right? So you have here, for instance, the band in the lows, the lower mids, the high mids, and the highs, right? Here you select the frequency, okay, from 30 to 400. Double click and it resets to default mode. And the low mids, and here you have, for instance, 75 all the way up to 1000, so on and so forth, right? The highs from 2.5k all the way up to 20k. You have the Q, which is the how wide or narrow is the band that you apply, and here the gain, right? In decibels, minus, or positive. You have also a high pass filter and low pass here, and an output control. So let's apply some of these parameters in these drums first. Let's apply some brightness. broader to the right. Right, some lows at 80 Hertz. Let's move 60 around that. Okay, let's remove some boxiness here at 500 Hertz around that area. Just to give you an example, and also add some mid-range. Right, pretty cool. Let's check it out also on these guitars that are a bit too dark for my taste. Pretty cool top end. Very musical. At least to my ears, very pleasant. Let's remove some lows here. Some highs. Before. There you go. The Viator Dsp LV50A. Right, let's move on with the next plugin in this list, the first paid one. This is a brand new release, just released today by United Plugins, is the Plamen. This is sort of like, yeah, it could be like a cheaper alternative to FabFilter Saturn II, which is a very famous and very used in the industry saturator, multi-band saturator with many types of saturation on each band, a lot of control, right? Maybe the industry standard as other FabFilter plugins. So this is only 19 bucks at the moment. I think it's a steal, and that can be a great alternative to that FabFilter, which I love as well. So let's check out here the features first. You have 5 bands, all right, and this is the crossover, this line that you see here, vertical. So here is where you choose like at which point you start to saturate the lows, the low mids, the higher mids, the highs and stuff, right? And you can move this left or to this point. Only, for instance, this gets only to 80 Hertz. I'm sorry, 80 Hertz. This 400 Hertz. This only to 2.5K. Here you have the higher highs and the top end, right? From 10K and above. All right. So here you have down the 5 bands. Okay, and with this gain control on each band, you apply saturation in that particular band, right? Double click, let's reset it. I would love to have like the double click feature that it resets to default, for instance, but all right, let's check it out. Also, you have 5 different types of saturation for each band: British saturation, American saturation, German, magnetic, and clipping. All right, and this mojo is also the saturation added to the signal, right, from 0 to 100. And you have also the output. If you want to control it, to compensate it or something, you have an output for each particular and independent band. And also you have, like, you can mute that specific band, you can solo it. Pretty cool that you can listen what the effect is doing in that particular band, pretty much alike the FabFilter Saturn, right? And this AGC boost is gain compensation boost, right? The more you if you want to apply this, it's already gain compensated. And what else? Yeah, we have an input and output, the dry wet functionality for the whole processing of the plugin, and this tape whoa, it's fluctuations in the audio, right? You have also linear phase, analog type of curves, or more linear, and you can also apply a limiter in the output for some safety, right? The output. You have also oversampling to avoid aliasing distortion, especially when saturating higher frequencies. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. It includes presets, A/B functionality, copy, undo, and redo function, and you have an input and output down here, right? Also, it's resizable, right? Pretty cool. So let's check it out on these drums. I'm gonna start to saturate a bit and listen also in solo each one of the bands. So the lows. Let's add some British. Okay, and let's remember that saturation is another form of compression, so it can be very helpful to after the compression, a little bit of saturation to keep more in control the dynamics, or add character also. Something very useful is to saturate the lows and the highs, right, in healthy levels. Let's apply another type of saturation, German. Very cool. Like saturating more the snare and the kick drum in the top end. Let's put 100% this. We have the limiter on for safety. Let's also saturate here the low mids. Clipping. Before, after. All right, that's on drums. Let's check it out also on vocals. I am very interested to listening to it in vocals. So let's go here.
I feel it taking over. I feel it.
I'm gonna put it 100%. It's already 100%. Let's saturate the highs.
I feel
it helps control also the dynamics in the highs. Also, let's do this here. The extreme highs.
in my bones.
Low mids.
Syrian. I feel it taking over. I feel it in my bones. These skills mean everything.
Let's put analog phase here.
I feel it taking over. I feel it in my bones. These skills mean everything. It's necessary and credible.
Percussion, a lot of different presets here. Okay. All right, and also, so yeah, that's the saturator, multi-band saturator by United Plugins. I think it's a great alternative to the FAB filter. I don't use it very like aggressive. I just use like to add a bit of different characters sometimes here and there, and at the same time controlling the dynamics as well, helping the compressor, helping the glue everything together, right? You can use it in groups, individual channels, in the mix bus, in mastering stage. Pretty cool. All right, so let's move on now with the collection from Universal Audio, right? The 1176 limiter collection. It includes 3 compressor limiters based on the 1176, some minor variations between them, right? It's the 1176, the bluey, this one, and then it's the black face, and this universal edition compressor, right? Compressor limiting 1176 as well. 3 variations in this package. Very affordable, I think, from Universal Audio. It's difficult to find these prices. Okay, so this is a very musical as well compressor that can be used in many sources, but it can vary a bit depending on the color, because it has some minor variations. So for instance, this the bluey has a very fast response to the signal, so it can be used a lot of in drums, for instance, also for controlling the vocals. And the other compressors, another differences between them, this is lower noise floor than the other, right? So these plugin emulations also add coloration to the signal, a bit of saturation when compressing, right? But this is more like it has more analog character. The other one is a bit more transparent, but not fully transparent. It has a bit of low noise. That's why it's called LN. And The last one, it's just like another edition, anniversary edition, but this one includes the lowest of the ratios, right? From 2 to 1 all the way up to 20. If you see the others, it's 4 to 1, right? You don't have 2 ratio here, and here you have the lowest ratio value here. So very, very cool. They are very simple to set. You compress by turning up the input. You start to feeding the compressor with the signal, with the input, and the output is just to control, like compensate if you are increasing maybe the volume a lot with the input. The output will be useful to compensate it and to put it back where it was, right? The attack also can be a bit confusing sometimes here with the attack. Like you would, for instance, think that 7 is slowest, but no, 7 is the fastest attack time, right? And release as well. So this is the fastest release time here. And you have the meter here, gain reduction. You can, I always have it in gain reduction to see the needle jump here as to the compression that I am applying to the audio. So for instance, let's start with the drums here. Let's use the other two as well on different sources. So let's start with the 1176 on these drums. Let's see. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna start with the lowest ratio here. Super punch, and like I said, it reacts very quickly to transients, to fast transients like percussive elements. Before slow attack time. Start to like saturate a bit when you start to increase the attack time. Increasing it in the meaning of putting the attack time faster, right? Works great on drums, on vocals. You can use it pretty much on anything, but you can try the different variations to see what works better with your audio. So let's check out also the other one on these vocals. Let's check out, let me see here, Plamen. Yeah, let's check out also the Bluey here.
I feel it taking over. I
Fast attack time.
in my bones. This kills me.
Let's turn it on.
I feel it taking over. I feel it in my bones. These skills mean everything. It's necessary, incredible.
8 to 1.
I feel it taking over. I feel it in my bones. These skills mean everything. It's necessary.
Super controlled vocals, right? I'm gonna go back a bit with the attack. Let's check it out in context.
I feel it taking over. I feel it in my bones. These skills mean everything.
you make sure that the vocal sits super good on the rest of the track, right? Okay, let's move on with the other variation of the compressor, the low noise one, with a little bit of less also character, right? But it's still very cool. So I have this bass here, dynamic bass, right? You hear the bass jumping a bit out of place, so we need to put it very controlled, very consistent. So let's start with the fast attack time, fast release time, or maybe medium here, 8 to 1. Start to see the, let's really crank up this thing here. Really destroying the dynamics. If you see the meter here, the level, you're gonna see it like almost being limited because it's compressing and limiting, right? Like it stays in one point. It's not jumping like that. Let's check it out in context before. Awesome stuff. And also we have another vocal track here with the 1176 anniversary edition.
But now I know we could survive. I'm no longer just here feeling.
Very dynamic vocals. Let's check it out here.
But now I know we could survive. I'm no longer just here filling space. No longer taking you for granted. But now I know we could survive. I'm no longer just here filling space. No longer taking you.
Right, a lot of jumps out of control.
But now I know we could survive. I'm no longer just here filling space.
Very controlled.
But now I know we could survive. I'm no longer just here filling space. No longer taking you for granted.
Right, pretty cool. Amazing compressor by Universal Audio. I think the best recreation and emulation out there. So there you go, my friend. Let me know what you think of these plugins. I see here some people in the chat. Marco says, siempre trayendo buenas cosas, bro. Hello, Marco. Hola, amigo. Thanks a lot y gracias por ver el video. Acoustic, hello. Hi to all in the chat. Hi, everyone. I hit that thumbs up. Thanks a lot, my friend. Yeah, it really helps, the thumbs up. Gary Thompson, hello to everyone, my favorite channel. He says, thanks a lot, Gary. I appreciate it, my friend. I am humbled by your comment. Jamie Ramirez says, hola, un saludo, gracias por la información. Jamie he says, thanks for the info. Muchas gracias, Jaime, por estar checando el live. Gary says, whoa, that's a really good deal on the 1176. Indeed, I think the lowest price ever, Gary, that you will find on that compressor limiter. And the 3 editions, right? Sounds awesome. And Acoustic, thanks a lot, my friend, for the super chat, $5. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it very much. It really helps a lot. Me keep on going with this. All right, I appreciate it, my friends. Before we let me invite you one last time to my website, amnorhunter.com, where I have some additional freebies for you, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample bags, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out my blog or this channel, which I am updating almost every day with content like this. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate it very much. I appreciate your time here. Marcos, hola Marcos, saludos. Excelente trabajo, Hunter. Dice Marcos, he says, excellent work. Yeah, Liam D. Turner, strong work as always. Thanks a lot, my friend. I appreciate it. So, bye-bye, my friends. I will see you very soon in the next one. All right? Bye-bye. Take care and enjoy your evening, morning, right? Afternoon, everything. Bye-bye.